What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Media Space Podcast, a podcast brought to you in part by Media Space Inc. and we get to FM 104.0 megahertz. If you are a fan of the show and you are from anywhere else in the world but Lesotho, go to www.biketofm.co.ls to listen live to the podcast and ask us questions on our social media platforms. It's at the Media Space Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today we are talking with our co-host, Mr. BK, and I am Mr. Mashobane. And thank you very much for being part of the episode. What's up? Episode 5, baby. We're doing this. We are here forever. It's actually on our on our social media links. We are here forever. And we were supposed to have Mr. Tepo Mufana on the episode today, but he didn't make it. So we are going to talk about him. He couldn't
make it.
We are going to talk about him, not with him, because at least we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, do go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on other platforms, go ahead and follow us or whatever works on that platform. And if you are listening on the audio feed, please hit the follow button and then rate us 5-star. We need that 5-star. Thank you very much. Mr. BK, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
I'm actually trying to stop saying men, but say man, because the British say it a lot. What's up, man?
I'm good, man. Remember that trend in 2016 where we used to say, I think if I was British, I would never shut up. Or if I had a British accent.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this accent that I'm actually doing.
It's whatever.
But we have Mr. Lou behind the camera. He's gonna be talking. So don't be surprised if we don't. We are gonna actually have him on the pod maybe by August 2024, and we will have 1 million subscribers then. So it is gonna make sense for him to. Yeah, man, and we have. I should actually stop.
Introductions.
Yeah,
introductions.
We should actually have them when we click it. We click something here. We should have Adrian's ad-libs on the pod. I think
for real.
I think we're gonna have every episode talk about Adrian at the beginning of because he has such an amazing energy with him or to him, and it's something interesting, man.
Mm-hmm. He has a presence.
Yeah,
he has a presence.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Tell me, how was the previous episode?
The previous one?
Yeah.
It was very natural, and I think it was needed.
Less scripted.
Yeah, unscripted.
Not that all of them were scripted, but
yeah. But this one, the previous one was more fun, and it happened organically.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
Lighthearted.
Showed
that's what I try.
A lot of improvement.
I'm saying lightweight because that's how you know someone is a gym head. They start saying
lightweight.
Or an alcoholic.
No, I'm talking about the people at the gym. They literally be carrying like twice their body weight and be like, lightweight. But it is an amazing experience. Like I said when we started the podcast, that this is a very interesting and exciting journey that we are on, and we thank you very much for supporting us since episode 1. And if you're new, welcome to the community. Welcome, and we thank you for being a friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But I think this time it should be you who says, welcome to the pod. Remember the first episode? I literally just said, welcome to the pod. And people were like, no. No, that's not how you do it.
Hi. Aren't you guys like a bit disappointed that Tepo Mufana didn't come through today?
He's gonna come.
He is gonna come.
We're gonna have him. So I'm actually not disappointed that he did not make it.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it. Words. Yeah. He couldn't make it to the pod. But I'm still excited because look, we have amazing characters on this pod, and when we have people like him committing to come to the pod, it's actually really exciting because we are tapping into different industries, and that's why we exist, really. So that we're not a marketing podcast, we are not an accounting podcast, but we are a career podcast, a business excellence podcast, technology, artificial intelligence. So it actually allows us to, by the way, whoever is listening to the pod and watched our short videos or discovered we are doing that with AI. So pardon the spelling, because artificial intelligence does hallucinate sometimes. So
and accents as well.
Yeah,
our accents.
Yeah, a typical African accent.
Yeah,
that's what. Well, yeah. By the way, we do edit a lot of our work, our podcast with artificial intelligence. So we are walking the walk as much as we are talking the talk.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
Maybe Lou should feature me in his records. I'll be famous too.
Yeah.
You can make that happen.
We can have it happen.
And he was a rapper himself. You still rap though?
I don't want that to come out anywhere.
No one wants to talk about it.
I was a really good I was a really good rapper, good at what I did, but yeah,
that's behind you now.
I love this better. I love business more. So yeah,
I actually have pictures of him.
Don't show them.
I have to. We're already in the topic already. Remember the song Galagata?
Jesus Christ!
That was one of the dopest songs he had.
I actually still have the records. I'm gonna let my children listen to them, and I'll be like, yeah, I was famous.
Daddy used to rap.
I actually haven't been famous, but I'm gonna be like, yeah, I was number one. No one needs to know, but my kids are gonna know. Like, dude, I was that guy.
I was lit. Yeah, they used to call it lit.
Yeah, back then it was red.
They used to call it lit.
Back
probably
then
gonna be something.
It went from red to amazing to awesome to back to lit.
Yeah.
Now people are using everything to describe amazing things, which is not crazy at all.
But it is what it is. But it is what it is. Yeah, my brother. He sent me this. I don't know if he sent it to you as well. Tsepo Mofana. He sent me pictures of. Let me show you. Of those cups that he's created.
Oh yeah,
like
so
he printed some of his artwork.
I saw them on Twitter and I saw them on his Instagram.
Yeah,
I actually wanted to order one, but I was like, we'll talk about it on the pod and then I'll order a cup officially. But I love
I need
coffee.
a portrait, and a big portrait from him.
Yeah,
He actually, he should actually do an album cover for you, because I saw that he did some work for Joachim. How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce
Isn't it Joachim?
We need to have
Joachim.
no, we need to have him on the pod.
He needs to explain.
Yeah, he needs to actually explain. These are fire, bro.
Yeah, this kid,
I actually need to have these of me. I actually want this one because it looks a bit controversial.
Which one?
And then
I bet it has a boob on it.
I want to put it on my t-shirt so that I can have people like, dude, do you see what you have on your t-shirt? I'm like, yeah, I did it intentionally.
The work. Like,
not even on my t-shirt. Not even on my t-shirt. On my coffee cup. I want it on my coffee cup. And then I go to very important meetings. They're not gonna see it. It's not focused.
Yeah, we'll put it on the thing. Yeah, we'll put it on the.
Yeah, we'll just
throw it up.
Maybe this time Lou should edit these videos. Jesus Christ,
I don't mind.
they are like literally an hour
I would
long.
love to edit.
You look at the render; it takes like an hour or two. So maybe Lou should take it on, and then maybe we'll see where we can take it from there.
Yeah, make it something like a vlog type podcast.
We should
add
have
some
something
things in
like
there. Yeah. That would.
I thought the air conditioning was on. What's? Yo, it's very hot in here.
The lights.
Oh, it's the lights. Oh,
There's light.
that's what you get when you get amazing lights.
Yeah. So hi. Did you know that this guy has been talking about creating whatever it is that he's creating right now since we were in in varsity? Like the first year.
I just knew that he was crazy. He was
crazy.
But it's true though. From the first episode, from from when we were in first year, he was part of most groups. Those group studies that you have. He was in most groups that I was in, and he was Kanye West of every group that I was in.
That's facts. That's facts.
I'm not
That's
surprised that he's doing what he's actually doing now, and he's doing really great, man. And he creates different work that's actually relatable. That's very hard to do when you create art. Creating something that's very different, so that you cannot reference it to Picasso, you cannot reference it to Michelangelo or whoever the artist that you have in mind. But creating something original is actually really hard to create that type of art, and he does it effortlessly, man. And that's something that we need to put credit into. I don't know. He should be here so that we can ask him what happened to the name X. But because I've realized that he uses his
actual name now.
Yeah. But I think it works because he's in art. And it's a few people who actually make it, who use a different made up name in art, because he actually creates a creative art where he draws, he creates visual art. And I think looking at it the way at the pace that he's going, I watched him do the Black Experience, where it was an exhibition, self-funded, self-sponsored and everything, and it was actually really amazing and successful
from the first one.
So he's doing another one. He did another one last year twice, and then he's doing another one this year, and then at the end of the year, I think he does it twice a year. And
usually in I know when does it do it? Like winter and
end of
summer,
year.
Which is end of the year.
Yeah, but in America, summer is in June.
They'll have to come to our.
They'll have to come to our.
They have to understand. But I think, and I like the story behind it all, because as much as we're watching and we're paying attention, he's personally, I know him from a personal experience. You know him from a personal experience as a friend, and also as
Kanye West of every conversation.
Exactly. So how it came about, he was already talking about this while we were still in varsity, telling me that he wants to, telling us, me of course, that he wants to create a fashion thing where it's going to be like an exhibition combined with like fashion and then creative videos and stuff like that. So when he created something like that, I was really not surprised. Just that I have this thing with fashion designers. A lot of times you find that that things can be quite sus, ne? I don't know if it's because they have to like keep a certain image.
Don't say that. You'll get fashion designers to not come to.
No, it's nothing personal. You guys can tell us better how it works. But then sometimes some of the clothes that they be wearing.
Remember, we're trying to have Mr. Katiso on the pod. And he creates amazing work. Even though he doesn't create sus work, he's gonna be like, at the Media Space podcast they said fashion creators create sus work.
But it's true though. Like, let's talk about Katiso, for example. Like,
he creates amazing work.
So but then his inspiration.
Let's take it out of the picture. Let's talk about something else, because we actually don't want to talk about people. We want to talk with people.
That's true.
We actually understand their like having a conversation with a person actually gives you a different and a better, clearer picture of who they are, why they do what they do, and where they are going with what they are doing. So it's actually easier to have Lou ask him, dude, you made a song and I didn't like the song, but maybe tell me about it. I'll probably like it. And then you actually find that you actually like the song after hearing the story.
The story behind it.
So I think it's better that way. That out of the way, if you think if you think there's anyone we need to have on the pod, we need to have more ladies on the pod, actually.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so if we have more ladies on the pod, it will be actually balanced and better.
Yep.
I think. So
been saying that.
No, actually we do need more ladies on the pod, because we have amazing women who are doing great. Just that PR is not on their side, because we don't know about them. We don't find out about them, and we're gonna,
as much as we would like to.
Yeah, we gotta do extra to actually get to know about them. Last episode we were talking a lot about TikTok, and they suppressed the video on TikTok.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, we were talking about TikTok and the algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they did suppress it because China doesn't play like that.
Yeah.
Because we had the video. I was like, we gotta talk about this on the pod. What happened is all these videos are doing, especially that one where we were talking about the algorithm of TikTok. It's doing really well on every platform.
For real.
Like the video where we were saying TikTok, there's that short video, 30 seconds thing. It's doing really well on Instagram Reels. It's doing really well on YouTube and other platforms, YouTube Shorts. But on TikTok, remember that their algorithm is really good at pushing the video. We would get on average 200 views. But this time it was literally one view. I
think it's what we call conflict of interest.
Yeah, because we're like exposing them on their own
platform.
About their platform. So we're like, this one is not getting views except for the older. Because I was like, let me view the video and hear what we said wrong about the video and about the platform. I was like, if I were TikTok,
I'd do the same thing.
I wouldn't let that video go to, because I had all the right hashtags. I had everything right. But they didn't push it, man. They were like, we are suppressing this one. Nobody needs to know about what we are doing about with our algorithm. Here's the thing. Be careful when you create content on these platforms. If there's anything you say about that platform, let it be positive for you to get the views. That's it. It's simple PR.
When you're starting.
Especially when the Media Space podcast is literally at episode 5.
Yeah, because I'm going to be very honest with you. I have a very, 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 very conflicting view of the world in general.
Tell us about it, man.
So already, when it comes to those controversial stuff that we call conspiracies, most people call them conspiracy theories.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah. For me, it's bread and butter. It's those things that I enjoy.
It's normal to you.
Yeah, it's normal to me because even the way I view everything, I'm already seeing the future. I'm gonna give you something.
A futurist.
Someone said I'm a soothsayer.
I was researching about. Was it a TED talk I was watching, or the Diary of a CEO podcast, or I don't remember, but I was actually watching YouTube. You know, when you just open and watch the first video. I was watching this video, and then this guy said, I'm a futurist and I travel the world talking about the future. I'm like, what's a futurist? Because I remember Vuzi Tembekwayo's friend called Futurist Kwame. So I was like, futurist? What's
a futurist?
What's a futurist?
Yeah.
And then you mentioning that you actually are inspired by the future a lot, and then it actually aligns, because a futurist is, let's not conflict it.
Let's make sure of the definition. But I definitely consider myself a futurist and a conspiracy theorist.
One who studies and predicts the future, especially on the basis of current trends. So if AI is doing whatever it's doing now, you basically, from Wikipedia, futurists are people whose specialty or interests... Jesus Christ. English. Futurists are people whose specialty or interest is futurology, or the attempt of systematically... Jesus, go read this for me, man.
What does it say? A futurist.
It's everywhere. They are throwing science words at everything.
Futurists are people whose specialty or interest is futurology, or the attempt to systematically explore predictions and possibilities about the future and how they can emerge from the present, whether that of human society in particular or of life on Earth in general.
That's literally what you mentioned that you are interested in. So you're a futurist.
I'd like to believe so.
BK.
I was saying this in the ride when we were coming here, that there are a lot of businesses, for example, that I've always thought about starting, but then
a few
and actually see how it's going to work. talk to people about it, ask people to invest in it, and then because it doesn't happen, I watch someone else create that exact business and it actually works out.
You are the next Warren Buffett. Oh yeah, no, you're not, because Warren Buffett invests in value. So
Something that already exists.
You are the next person who predicts the markets.
Yeah, I'd like to believe so. More like Gary V.
We gotta, Gary V. I get that he's so very consistent with it. He literally predicted Google and Google Ads. It actually happened the same way he did.
He explained it, yeah.
And then he predicted
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Market, and then it actually went ahead the same. And then he said, LinkedIn ads. Nobody is paying attention to LinkedIn ads. And then LinkedIn ads became a thing. And then he was like, when they ask him, so Gary, tell us, what's next for marketing and advertising on digital platforms? His first word would be like, TikTok.
That's his word right now. That's why it's so viral.
Yeah,
that's why it's so viral.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Whatever you do, I want to work with TikTok. That's Gary V for you, bro.
Christ.
And whatever he's talking about,
It actually happens because now we see more brands on TikTok. And by the way,
and he's also talking about podcasts right now.
and he's like, all right, yeah. So there are two things I need to talk about today. One, podcasts. I was talking on this radio interview that I was on that we're gonna see more businesses create podcasts. Because last year, 2023, we saw more business create video content. Now they're doing podcasts. Why? Because it's easier and cheaper to create more content from the podcast. Because you just take the clips that already exist and then
you create
put
those
them in
shorts.
content. So it's easier. So we're gonna, as a prediction, I'm not doing the Gary V thing. We're gonna see more businesses doing content, but I don't think it's a prediction because we already see
It's already happening as we
businesses doing
speak.
it.
Yeah.
Now the second thing that I've realized is that in 2024, 2025, we're going to see more businesses moving from the brand accounts on these social media platforms to the leadership accounts, where we're going to have the Mark Zuckerbergs of the businesses. We're going to have the leadership of the businesses creating content, creating that. Like, for instance, I think it makes sense to follow whoever is behind the brand than the brand.
True.
What I mean by that is, what's better, seeing a finished product from the brand or following the founder and seeing the behind the scenes of the creation of the product? So we're going to have more people following the founders. So if you're a founder listening to this, create a brand account and then create your brand account as a personal brand, because people are going to be following you to actually consume content about your brand and then therefore gain you more leads, more business. That's me being Gary V for a minute.
And it's always been like that, to be honest. Just that it's a bit more, because of the media that we have, it's going to be a bit more prominent in the way we do it. We're going to have to actively do it because, you know the saying, people don't buy products. They buy
from people.
They buy people.
Yeah.
You understand? So why do you go to the salon from a certain person or to a certain person? It's because you want to associate with that person. Take Selwane, for example.
Even an easy, a barber.
A barber. Yeah.
Your barber.
Like Baba Deep. Baba King. Ne? Baba D. And legends. Why do we go there? Legends celebrates people, actually. That's why people go there. It actually celebrates the people who are
and their brand.
The
I like what they did with the brand. They say when you start making it, you will see you at Legends.
That's true. That's true.
When you start getting new money, we'll see you at Legends. It's
You
like
understand?
what every jeweler does, because we see a lot of our people. When new money starts coming in, they do a lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
Blingy, diamonds.
Gold.
Yeah.
Rolex. Patek Philippe.
AP.
We already know.
Are you throwing shade at me now?
Nah, not necessarily. You do know that I started liking watches because of you.
Oh, that's good. I'm
Yeah.
I'm influential guy.
Yeah. I may not be wearing them yet.
I really love watches, man. Here's the thing about watches. They're like cars. Because they can be they retain the value. And then you can communicate with the watch.
They have the subconscious I'm sorry about that. They have that subconscious impact on us. For example, like it's hidden. When someone is wearing a watch and they're approaching you or they're coming to you, subconsciously
You see it first.
Yeah. It has that thing that's like, this guy is important.
But be careful what kind of watch you wear. I have that Patek Philippe with diamonds all over it. I no longer wear it in
Why is that?
meetings because it's not wear. It depends on where you're wearing the watch too. Because if you have what do they call it? Iced out watches. And then you go into a business meeting with an iced out watch, and your brand is literally different from what you, because it's also there's so many factors that go into watches, man. Because, like I said, it communicates. A watch is like a car. It's like what you wear. If I put on a suit and come into a setting, it communicates something different from when I come in a t-shirt. You know, so I think the same way you cannot wear an iced out watch to a business engagement, a serious business engagement, it's the same reason you wear a suit to business occasions and a t-shirt to a club.
Yeah, I think to an extent I understand what you're saying.
I'll go back.
Yeah. I think I definitely understand what you're saying, because it's a bit too flashy.
Yeah,
it's calling attention to
ostentatious. And business is all about non-ostentatious, deliberately non-ostentatious.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
However, I will say this: a lot of times, if you're gonna go to a business meeting, say for example, you have a sales call. Or not a sales call,
sales
but then
engagement.
Yes, a sales engagement. That's a better word, a better phrase. So, and you have a watch, and I don't have a watch.
Yeah,
We could be wearing
winning.
the same outfit.
I'm winning.
Yeah. Why? Because of that impact.
It's complete.
Yeah, it's gonna increase your value just a bit more than it does.
Then it does more when it's a Rolex.
Exactly.
And even more when it's a Patek. And even more when it's an Audemars Pique.
Aren't they all on par?
And then no. My tier list. Here's my watch tier list.
Okay.
We have Rolex. If we say top 5, we have Rolex at number 5.
Okay.
We have Patek Philippe. No, we have Richard Mille.
Richard Mille. Okay.
Richard Mille.
Okay.
at number 4.
Number 4.
We have Omega at number 5.
Okay.
And then we have Audemars Pique at number 2.
Okay.
And then
please don't say Patek Philippe is number 1.
Number 1. Here's the thing about the brand Patek Philippe. Everybody who gets new money buys a Rolex. Everybody gets a Rolex. Daytona, you name them. Oyster, Perpetual, blah, blah, blah. They get Rolexes. But it's so hard to get a Patek Philippe that when you do, it has more value than when you actually ordered it.
Okay.
So, beyond that, their brand is, the brand Patek Philippe is that it's basically a transfer of value symbol. If I have a Patek Philippe and say I own a big corporation and I want to transfer that corporation to my children, the symbol of that would be a Patek Philippe. If I want to transfer the value of my $100 million corporation to my children, to my son, let's say, or my daughter, or children, if I want to transfer that value, a symbol for transfer of value is a Patek Philippe. So they are a multi-generational wealth
type
brand.
Okay.
And then Rolex is more of a new money brand.
Okay.
And even Audemars Pique AP.
Okay.
And then Richard Mille, it's I made it watch. Is the I made it watch. And then Omega, it's the nobody needs to know I have money watch.
Yeah, that one is very subtle.
Yeah.
We also have this super flamboyant, beautiful ones.
I saw it from 007.
Jacob and Co.
No, I hate that brand.
I love that brand. That is the art of watches.
I was actually going to say they are more of art
than they are
watches.
True.
Like they create, nah, man.
I think
did you see the Bugatti watch they did for
that one is, bro. That is the most amazing watch I've ever seen. You see the Bugatti one, and then the recent one where they have a dragon, and then the solar system one,
bro. What?
Yeah. They have like multiple. They have different ones for every.
They are artists of watches, because I saw that thing they did for Andrew Tate, the Bugatti watch. It's actually an engine. Even for Many Koshben,
exactly,
it's actually an engine of a Bugatti, and it's actually
moving.
I was like, what?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'd never buy that watch.
I'd buy it for the value. I'd buy it for the value, and just to have it in my room,
it's too ostentatious.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the end of the day, like I said, back to my point, watches communicate.
True.
If you are getting that watch, the solar eclipse one, not eclipse, solar system watch, where it's a glass, it's this big. If you're watching at home, it's literally this big. It's a
it's a globe. It's like
a fishbowl.
Yeah.
Big. So you have a fishbowl on your wrist for a watch. So that's not my brand. If Jacob & Co wants to sponsor our podcast, you're welcome. But I'm not wearing a fishbowl on my wrist.
I guess right now I'm in my see me era.
Oh yeah, but there are so many ways you can do it. Look at VT. VT is in his see me era. Alex Hormozy is in his see me era, but they are non-ostentatious.
That is true. However, I still most definitely. I think it all depends on the brand that they already have. These people that we're talking about are people who already have brands. Take Vusi Tembekwayo, for example, VT, right? He was talking. There's this clip of him where he's talking about a security guard waiting to see which car he drives,
and then he drives into a Hava.
Yeah, there he comes. Yeah. And then there's like that reaction. You drive a Haval,
but you wouldn't expect it. This guy drives V12s.
True.
Has V12.
He had. I'm pretty sure he has a Rolls Royce.
He probably does,
because he has talked about going to an event where he was invited.
He was actually. Look, we tried to book Vusi Tembekwayo in 2023 for an event that we were going to do in 2024.
I remember.
And he mentioned that he's not shuttled with anything less than a C-class. So he was shuttled in a Rolls Royce.
You understand?
Yeah.
So if that's the image that he is, obviously he doesn't have to prove himself anymore. But for me, I'm an artist. This is why I was really excited that Tepo Mofana is coming. You understand? Because
we're gonna have TK next week, which is amazing.
That's gonna be awesome. Bruh. For me, right now, if you don't have,
I just received a notification from my bank saying that Facebook charged me for an advert. That's not fun.
I was actually looking forward to him coming in because we have to have some of his pieces, like all of us. As long as we
would have it, like, even display them behind us.
Yeah. Even if it's in a room or a studio. But for me personally,
we gotta go to Black Experience. We need to actually feature these people on our social media platforms
and actually attend the events as well, because that's support right there.
Hear Me Out. Well, I did go to Hear Me Out, but
how was it?
I was too early. But I talked to this. There was this girl, man.
Yeah.
We had an amazing conversation with her, and she made me want to go to Hear Me Out more, because it's actually a community, man. You know, and because it is a community, it makes it easier for you to relate. You can be literally anyone in any space, whether you are in corporate or whether you are in art or in content or in music. It's actually a space for you. So I'm DAEMAN should pay me for this. I'm actually promoting. But really, it is an amazing space, and I saw that they are perpetuating their brand on an international stage, where they have people in America and Europe,
I saw a
Germany.
few posts where like the picture was taken in.
I
was
know
it
how they
in-
did it, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart. Whatever it is that they did, it's working because
It's
it has an effect. It has an effect on us. I think he should tell us more about it. You know,
Yeah, Luke, tell
especially
us-
the hear me out thing. Because like I was saying
Sell it
earlier,
to
for
us.
me, I thought it was a podcast. I thought it
Sell
was
it to me.
something where we were talking, like having a conversation. People
So
get to
me
hear.
out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hear me out.
Yeah, sell
by
it.
DAEMAN to us.
So hear me out is basically
Tell them first you are a founder or a co-founder, so that they know
Who
that
was
this
that
is not an ad. This is you promoting your thing.
I think. Oh, okay. DAEMAN is a movement by different collectives that came together and actually put pieces together to like build an industry, a community where everybody is like, if you feel like there's something you're doing in your life and you feel like it's the right thing or you're heading in the right direction, it's just like giving you that boost that says you're him.
Oh,
You're that person.
Hence DAEMAN.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
And then tell us
DAEMAN.
about Hear Me Out.
So our first project is Hear Me Out. It's an event that's happening on Sunday. Every Sunday at Big Six, meet and
Chill.
grill. Meet and
Okay,
grill.
okay.
Yeah, it's still the same. It rhymes.
It's actually very smart too.
Yeah, meet and chill and krill.
Yeah, it's a
that's
play on
what I'm
words.
talking about.
It's a play on words.
So Hear Me Out is just a safe space for everybody to like detox from like the rest of the week because it's Sunday, you know. So it's like, okay, finally it's Sunday. Let me sit down and just
Blow off some
relax,
steam.
blow
Or
off
is
some
it
steam.
blowing off some steam? Because blowing off some steam involves
Something else.
skydiving, involves skiing, it involves a lot of alcohol. What do you mean by blow off some steam?
I mean, you said.
I'm just I'm trying to make a point to understand what do you mean by this is a
basically
place where
just
you-
relax and unwind.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay, so there's music.
yeah. There's very, very slow music. Very selective with the type of sound.
No,
we
I'm a
play.
piano.
Yeah, no, I'm a piano.
Awesome.
Okay.
No, I'm a piano. You
Okay.
know why? Because we're trying to create a different
Collect
thing here.
everybody, like connect with everybody.
Yeah.
Not collect everybody.
Cause like I'm a piano is being played at clubs
Everywhere, man.
from Friday,
That's
from
why I don't go
Wednesday,
out.
from Thursday,
I don't
Friday.
like that. I don't like that
Bruh,
genre. I
you're
don't-
just
I don't-
there like,
I don't
come
like
on.
that genre. This is controversial,
I
but
mean,
I don't like that genre.
I'm a piano is cool and all, but
Nah,
like,
it's
we
not.
need something new, bro.
Nah.
You know, we some people don't really like it like that. Like, you know, we
For
need-
example, me.
you
Me.
like
Here's a thing I don't like about events that become big. It's because popular people go to them and then they ruin them for everybody. Think about it. Look, say I'm popular. And once you're popular, it's driven by ego. That's one. And if I go to an amazing space where nobody is popular, I'm going to want to be treated differently. And if I'm not treated differently, I'm going to go out there and say, no. Hear Me Out is not it, or whatever the event is not it, because or even ruin it for everybody. When I'm there, I'm like, I want a special treatment. I'm that guy. You know, I just don't like when things are attended by popular people.
Right.
Yes, I know it's marketable.
Yes.
I know it creates a buzz around the whole thing, which is good for the brand and monetarily, but long term, it ruins everything for everybody.
I don't know about that. I think if you have only one popular person attending a space, you're more likely to lose because of them and their reputation than when you have
But-
multiples of them.
Well, I beg to differ because there's this coffee place. I won't mention it.
Mention it.
It's
Mention it. It's already popping up in my head, but I don't know.
It's
Gotta
being
pay for
ruined
promo.
by popular people.
Yeah.
And I don't want that for Hear Me Out. And I don't know, man. We'll see where it goes.
I hope you guys
at
will
the
be
same
able.
time, you can't control who comes. You
Yeah.
just expect
You
people
don't
to
have
come.
to control who comes, but you have to control what your brand is.
The narrative.
Yeah.
For
That one is handled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do not let them in there, like in the head of everything. Since they've
Oh.
already chosen to come without having to be.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
stick to the brand, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Popular
Just
people.
stick
I'm not
to
talking
it.
about famous people. There's a difference. popular people ruin everything for everybody, man. Maybe I have a bad experience with popular people, so I feel strongly about this, but that's just my take on the issue, man. I really don't like it when popular people ruin everything for everybody, because it's been consistently happening in different spaces where people just go there because they are avoiding popular people. They're like, I'm gonna go to hear me out and have
a good time.
And then popular people start coming in every week, and then it's like 100 popular people, and then they ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
Now you just don't want to go there because, well, you're gonna appear in their selfies and stuff.
Oh yeah. For me, I'm gonna be very honest with you. For me right now, like I said, I'm in my see me era. Like so I'm not gonna lie. I need to be there because like I've been under the docks for too long. And I've deliberately hidden myself under the docks, like being behind certain brands and then just keeping it there. You understand?
A podcast is the perfect space to expose yourself.
Yeah, so I think it allows that professionalism as well, or at least it allows me to bring out a bit of my true self, just a bit of it. But then where you get to learn or grow with a person through a podcast as compared to, but we have to be there. I have to be there.
I strongly believe my views are gonna be different in the next 10 episodes. So I'm ready to learn, man. This is one of the reasons why we are doing this. We need to learn, we need to evolve and become better people each and every episode, which is interesting to see ourselves grow into it. And I don't know, man. But yeah, those spaces are really created to be like, here's the thing. Have you ever been to a restaurant when it's new and you enjoy the space, everything is really good, and then when it starts popping off, everything sucks?
Yes, I have.
So that's what I'm avoiding with Hear Me Out.
And you guys saved Big Six. I should say that.
It's actually...
They saved it. They did. Big Six was there was a big problem.
Let's just not go there.
Yeah.
We want them to sponsor the episode next time.
I think it's important for them to also give credit where it's due. We always have to give credit where it's due. The last time I was at Big Six was last year.
With your girl?
Yes.
No.
And for a very long time, I went there. I think I've been there about 6 times, and usually I go on Sundays.
You got money. These guys
it's not about money, guys. Their food is affordable. Their food is really affordable. Plus, it's a nice place to just unwind.
Okay.
Yes.
Quiet.
Yes, but then the quality was struggling until they came in.
I don't like restaurants that play music.
They play they don't play that type of music.
There's another one by, I won't mention their name, but they play jazz.
Okay.
And I love them.
I thought you said you don't like music.
Yeah, because look, at the end of the day, every restaurant plays music.
Okay.
So I don't like the
or Kasikwata types.
Yeah. I'm really good.
It is. This is why I said I think popular people are good for a brand. Look at Kasikwata, bro.
Because it gets popular people in there.
People are moving from Mafeting. Just to be there, like popular, like really, really, really popular people. And if I lived in Hapita, right? I saw Kasikwata become Kasikwata.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, I saw Kasikwata become Kasikwata because I know the first ads.
I know our international.
When they were selling
and our international.
Yes.
Our international audience is so confused right now.
They will know.
I don't think this.
Search. Just go on Google. Search all of these places.
Yeah, I don't think this episode is for them. For real though, like we've been talking about everything local in Lesotho throughout.
Yeah, might as well.
How to pronounce Joachim? Is it? Joachim. We have to have him on the pod. I'm actually gonna text him on Instagram. Hey man, how do you pronounce?
He's actually also doing something. He's launching his
new shop.
Yeah.
Let me ask him.
I also saw him on the podcast with TK.
Yeah.
So although I haven't watched the whole
episode.
I was actually.
Hey man, how do you pronounce Joachim? I don't know, man. So we need to have you on the pod. Please come to the pod, and so that we can actually help us pronounce your brand properly. And to our international audience, they need to know what we're talking about here. We've been talking about your brand throughout the episodes. Please.
You blowing up, homie.
Cheers, man. Let me know when you're on board. We've sent you so many emails. My team has been sending you emails. And we are on the episode right now. And come through.
Hey, the lights.
Yeah, I hope he does.
I hope he sees.
I
this
hope he
when
does.
comes.
But
No,
I'm pretty sure he too is a
whatever.
bit he's a bit
He's really
busy right now.
I strongly believe he is busy. Look at the things that he's been doing.
Brother.
But I believe
I thought Cheaper was gonna do that first. Yeah, I thought it was gonna do that first because they have it's
They actually have
cheap.
a store.
Yes, they do have a store, but I thought they were gonna go like
yeah,
big.
yeah,
You see,
They
it's
have an
cheaper and
e-commerce too.
Tapeway.
Yeah.
They have an e-commerce store too. So
Yes, they do have an e-commerce store,
and
but I thought
do they deliver? You know better.
Yeah, they do.
You see.
oh yeah.
Lungile can help you with that.
Matutwane is
Lungile
part of the brand.
Yeah, so
Okay.
It's actually their brand manager. So
yeah.
Yeah, but Cheaper is also doing
Yeah,
doing the most
amazing,
for the
man.
locals.
They've been at it, bro. They've been at it.
From the beginning.
I looked at Score.
Yeah.
Where
Score
Score blew up.
Syndicate.
I know how they made it, and I was in high school then.
It was one of the smartest marketing
It was
ever.
the smartest
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Every
whether you
street,
like it or not.
They threw it
Everywhere. On every street light, every wall.
Bro, is it still there? I think
It's still there.
It's
It's still there.
Drones. Yeah.
That was one of the smartest.
Grading.
That's what
That's
Kasikota did, by the way.
How did they do it?
They throughout from Hapita, like
Yeah.
circling where they
Yeah.
are, right? They had like posters all the way to Hamatala,
Volume
and then
one.
all the way to Kwadi, and then all the way to Habi. So people around there knew about that Kasikota was coming, even way before they were coming.
Yeah.
So that's what Squad did as well. They just went and spray painted their brand.
Their brand
When you're
everywhere.
passing there, you're like, what's this?
What's
Squad?
this?
And then someone says score is a suit. I'm like, okay.
What
And
is
then I
that?
see it again, I'm like, what's this? And then I start seeing it on t-shirts, caps. I'm like, whoa.
You guys should
the
definitely
logo.
do the same thing
We should
again.
do the DAEMAN everywhere.
DAEMAN
Yeah.
everywhere. You know, I was actually thinking about the same thing with Cars and Buy.
I actually thought the same thing
Yeah.
with the media space. No, with Shopee.
With Shopee, yeah,
e-commerce
Shopee
store.
LS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my e-commerce store. I was like, what if I threw it everywhere?
Brother.
But now I think we should do a lot of billboards with Shopee.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do
It's
that.
still active.
Yeah, I actually launched it again on Friday not Friday, on when was a day before yesterday? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, on Wednesday. My mom was like, hey man, that brand, it was doing you a lot of cash flow when you were in varsity. What's up? I was like, actually, I'm thinking of launching it again.
The store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I launched it on Wednesday. We'll see where it goes. I'm actually gonna make it the biggest brand in Africa.
Okay. It's still an e-commerce store as
It's
well.
still an e-commerce store.
Did you hear that? Speaking of e-commerce stores, and you should definitely visit. I'm gonna visit. Do you have a website on it?
Not yet.
Okay,
it's
still
not
working on it.
live because we have the domains.
Okay.
But it's not hosted. We
Okay.
are building something smart.
Yeah. Did you hear that Amazon is in South Africa now?
Amazon owns Take a Lot.
Yeah, but they're like legit, like Amazon in South Africa.
Whoa.
They started
It's
last
good.
year.
If Amazon is in South Africa, we should do that partnership program thing because it's not been done in Africa, in Southern Africa.
What partnership?
Where you create. Remember that Amazon has its own brands.
Yes.
You create brands for Amazon and then Amazon sells them on their platform and you make money. I've seen a lot of businesses, a lot of young. We are in the age of easy money.
That's facts. That's facts. Look at Kylie Jenner.
Bruh.
Look at Kim Kardashian.
Bruh.
Look at all of them.
The age of easy money. So jump on the bandwagon. I know Americans don't like it, but well, the rest of the world is catching up. So
We are coming. I was actually thinking about creating a dropshipping store because I don't want to own websites.
What's the difference between drop shipping and e-commerce?
It's
'Cause
pretty
I
much
feel
the
like
same
it's the
concept,
thing.
with a few different.
Drop shipping is finding a product, listing it, and then having people to buy it. And when people buy it, you just tell whoever delivers, hey man, get this from this, and then deliver it to this person.
You're never directly involved. You're basically a broker.
You're basically a person who markets and shows us the product.
Exactly.
And then
e-commerce.
And then e-commerce is basically a platform where you can buy anything, and then we are held accountable for if it doesn't reach you.
Exactly. So you have to create the product. You're actually the one delivering. And
so drop shipping is avoiding accountability. So BK, you want to avoid accountability?
Yes. Yes. We can be accountable for everything.
Okay, man. Hey, man, I'm looking at the time. This was an amazing episode, and I look shorter than I started this episode. My chair was higher. It keeps going low. I actually did it once. You will see throughout the episode.
Yeah.
I've been taking it lower.
Fidgeting.
Yeah. I love fidgeting. I don't have to worry about it now. She's an ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people who fidget is because they have a lot on their mind.
I'm always thinking.
Yeah, you can't help it.
Create? What am I gonna do? I'm an entrepreneur, dude. You have to. I'm actually thinking about. I know every competitor of mine, by the way. I even know people.
It's
who
important too.
And even people
we
who
follow
are
them.
conceptualizing about starting a marketing agency. I already know. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this one out of the market. I know who are potential threats, and I know who I'm definitely gonna beat out of business, and that's involved. This is me exposing my personal life. Jesus Christ, I'm never doing
Spend the
that
whole
again.
day just stalking. I do that myself.
Yeah, I stalk all my competitors.
Yeah, I do that.
I make sure I know what they're doing. How can I do it better? If I come up with it, how can I do it better? Yeah, that's business, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
For real. It is what it is. We all try to eat here. We hungry. We hungry.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you have the last sentiments. I know definitely that Lou has last sentiments about the episode. There's only one answer to that statement. If you had to answer, because I'm like, basically.
Yeah.
I'm saying you definitely have something to say about the episode, so you have to have something to say about the episode, man. You see, it's
episode?
Yeah, I don't know, man. What do you have to say before we close the podcast?
You are him.
I am Diamond.
You are Himalaya.
That guy.
Him of him.
Yeah. Whatever you're doing, if you're out there, if you're listening to the Media Space podcast, just do whatever you love, bro. Just keep doing you. Keep making sure that you hold your family down, you hold your brothers down.
We'll definitely invite you to the pod.
Positivity, yeah. And if you want to be on the pod, hit us up.
Yeah, it's easy. You just go to our social media, man.
Yeah.
And we will reply in less than 15 seconds. Because that's who we are. Now I actually have to reply in 15 seconds.
We actually do that.
We actually have to have the team on it now.
And it's not a bot.
No, it's actually not a bot. I actually did that with my personal accounts. I was like, I made an automatic reply that says, hey man, I'm gonna reply you. Thanks for reaching out. I'm gonna reply you in less than 15 seconds. And if I don't, I'm busy. I will definitely get back to you. But if it's not after 15 seconds, just know I'm in something that I cannot just jump out of. Because for instance, I'm in an episode. I cannot reply to you.
True. Right now, we cannot be talking to anyone from the outside.
You see. So yeah, that's one thing, man. I think we need to be more active on our platforms. We will be more active. We will engage with you, and Do you have anything to say before Lou cuts the camera on us?
Not a lot actually. It's just that.
He needs to come to the next episode.
Do you guys please tell him to come through? Tell him to come through.
We already talked to him, and he wanted to come through, but he couldn't. You said we should.
But it's very important for us. It is very important.
Yeah, because we published something like that. Yes. Our promotional material.
He's our brother, so
he has to come.
Yeah, we've all been out building our own things. So obviously during the building stages, we don't talk as much as we should be or we want to. So it's a good opportunity to reconnect again and find out what's going on and
Yeah, man.
what's the plan and how are we moving, how can we support,
collaborate,
too. Yeah, the great collaboration, you know. So
that's one of the reasons why we have this pod, have these people in here, have them build, and then we say, hey man, how can we help you, you know?
Yeah,
because that's very important too. Is the camera recording? Okay, can I close?
I thought you said Lou should close.
No, Lou was before we close.
Okay,
that's it from the pod, man. We thank you very much for following, consuming this content. It means a lot to us, and thank you. If you are new to the pod, do hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the follow button. Rate us on this platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast. Go ahead and rate us, and then rate us 5 stars actually. And thank you very much. Thank you very much for following us. And if you want to listen live next time on the pod, go to www.bgetrofm.co.ls. That's www.bgetrofm.co.ls. And we have everything on our website. It's www.mediaspaceinc.com/the Media Space Podcast. Or just go to our website. You will see the podcast tab, and then click on it. You can listen live. You can listen to the past episodes. You can do anything about the pod on our website at www.mediaspaceinc.com. And thank you very much. It's me, Mr. Mashobane, and Mr. BK. Hannah, what's your new name? Futurist BK. And thank you very much for being a fan of the show. See you next time.
Peace.